Bob, do you see psychedelics as something, a tool, that enables one, to reveal dimensions of mind that are, evolutionary advantages and not just, therapeutic tools? Could you share an example and your views?
Very much. I've been involved with psychedelics since 1967.
Wow.
And I've done them a few hundred times and probably sat with about that same number of people. So I am profoundly convinced and committed to their therapeutic potential. But I think it's more than therapeutic. They also open us up or help many people contact spiritual depths within themselves. I think a basic way to put, and I don't want to confine psychedelics into, oh, it's healing trauma. I think it's much bigger than that. Yes,
Mhm.
they help heal trauma, but they do that by opening us to contact with spirit and opening it. I love the 12-step phrase, higher power. And I believe the way psychedelics work, and there's good evidence for this, is by increasing the porosity of our mind. Now, psychedelics downregulate the brain. Everybody thought originally that, oh, psychedelics must amp up the brain functions all over the place. But with these
Mhm.
MRI scans and other stuff, no, they downregulate the brain. If you think of the brain as a filter mechanism, and that consciousness is actually something we receive like a radio or a TV set, it's not something we generate in this little jellyfish that put in here. And then psychedelics down-regulating the brain would open up the filter so much more of that information could flood into us. That porosity of mind increased in a very large way, and it allows spiritual connection. It allows us to become a bigger being so that we can hold all the traumas that have occurred to us. And it also allows in these unattached burdens sometimes. And very many people, they have experiences like that or bad experiences with psychedelics. And it seems the vast majority of therapists want to sit with the people doing medicine because that's exciting and fun and, transcendent and all kinds of wonderful feelings. Very few people want to clean up the messes when something's gone wrong. Or, if somebody gets a dark energy in them because they became very, very porous or a dark being. So I've sort of focused on that end, cleaning up the garbage. And sometimes I listen to the voice of spirit, and one thing spirit said to me is, Bob, you've been trying to storm the palace of wisdom by coming up through the sewers,
Wow.
cleaning all the garbage and the nasty stuff. And spirit said, it's actually a really good route. There's no competition down there. There are not many of you want to come this way. So it's really open. And he also said that if you come through the sewers, if you come up the main front entrance, there are all these phonies there trying to distract you with glitter and, whoopee and all this garbage. None of those people down in the sewers. So you got a clear shot at the Palace of Wisdom. So
Mhm.
I really like that idea. And I think there is something sacred, divine, vast, luminous lives in each one of us. And those words are too small for what it is. And maybe the best way, or at least the way I'm focused on of getting to that, is finding all the garbage and all the sewage that's in the way, cleaning that up just with this belief that, oh, that shining, vast, luminous reality, eternal reality, that's what'll shine forth when we clean up all the garbage.
Mhm. So true. Bob, what do you think? I mean, what is better to evolve yourself? Prayers, meditation, ritual, or psychedelics? Just a question.
Okay. Each person at each different stage of their lives would have to answer that question over and over. I think it's very, very particular. There is no one universal answer. And I sort of don't like that, but I think that's the way it is, you know.
Mhm.
And I think they're all of immense value and all the primary need at different stages and for different people. There's something the Sufis said that I really like, or some Sufis said, there are as many ways to God as there are souls on the planet.
Wow, that's profound. Mhm.
Yeah, it's not convenient. Wouldn't it be nice if we had one way and we could write this recipe book and but no, I don't think that works.